With the WNBA season ending for many teams, there are already so many players heading overseas to play during the off-season.
Did you see what Caitlin Clark just did? The WNBA's Golden Girl dropped a bomb on us, and it's not what you think. She's not just dominating the court anymore, she's conquering a whole new continent. Picture this: Clark draining threes like it's nothing, making passes that'll make your head spin, all while rocking a European jersey. That's right, she's taking her talents across the pond.
It's like she's probably going to make more money overseas in EuroLeague than she did during this WNBA season.
And WNBA fans are losing their minds. But why'd she do it? And what does this mean for women's basketball? Stick around, because we're about to spill all the tea on Clark's shocking move that's got everyone talking. You know what's crazy? Caitlin Clark just turned the WNBA upside down. This rookie sensation came in like a whirlwind, shaking up the league and leaving fans breathless. Let's talk about how Clark boosted WNBA viewership by a whopping 142%. That's not just impressive, it's downright insane. We're talking packed arenas, skyrocketing TV ratings, and social media buzzing nonstop about every move Clark made on the court. But here's the kicker: the WNBA didn't protect their golden goose.
But with all of the drama currently surrounding the WNBA, on top of the low-paying salaries, some of these players are questioning if they'll even return.
Remember when Clark got poked in the eye during that heated game against the Phoenix Mercury? It wasn't just a one-time thing. Clark was out there taking cheap shots left and right, and the refs, they were just standing there, whistles silent, like they were watching a different game. Imagine this: Clark's driving to the hoop. She's about to make one of those jaw-dropping layups we've all come to expect, and bam, she gets clobbered. No call. The crowd's going wild. Clark's looking at the refs in disbelief, but nothing happens. It's like the WNBA forgot they had a superstar on their hands. The tension was building with every game. You could see it in Clark's face. That million-dollar smile that lit up arenas, it was fading fast. Something had to give. Clark was out there putting her body on the line, bringing in record crowds, and what was she getting in return? A rookie salary that wouldn't even cover a year's rent in some cities.
Or $78,000 for this first season. She signed a 4-year, just over $300,000 rookie salary.
And a league that seemed to shrug off her safety concerns. You won't believe what happened next. Clark started looking at Europe. Yeah, you heard that right. The WNBA's Golden Girl, the one who was supposed to carry the league into a new era, was eyeing the exit. And can you blame her? European leagues were offering better pay, better treatment, and most importantly, better protection on the court. So why did Clark really leave the WNBA for Europe? It's simple. The WNBA fumbled their golden ticket. They had a once-in-a-generation talent, a player who could single-handedly boost viewership by triple digits, and they couldn't even guarantee her safety on the court. It's like having a winning lottery ticket and using it as a coaster. Hold up, though. The WNBA's loss might just be Europe's gain in ways nobody saw coming. Clark's not just playing basketball overseas, she's rewriting the playbook. And the craziest part? It's happening faster than anyone expected. Picture this: Clark steps onto a European court, and it's like she's breathing for the first time. No more looking over her shoulder, no more bracing for cheap shots. Just pure, unadulterated basketball. The change is so dramatic, you'd think she'd been playing in Europe her whole life. But that's not even the craziest part. The European fans, they're going absolutely wild for Clark. We're talking packed arenas, deafening cheers, and signs in a dozen different languages, all screaming her name. It's like Beatlemania, but with bounce passes instead of guitars. Here's where it gets really good. Clark's game, it's leveling up in ways the WNBA never allowed. We're seeing moves that'll make your head spin, no-look passes that seem to defy physics, three-pointers raining down like it's nothing. It's like someone cranked her talent dial to 11 and broke off the knob. The European coaches are giving Clark the green light to just ball out. They're not trying to fit her into some rigid system. Nope, they're building the system around her. It's like they handed her the keys to a Ferrari and said, "Go nuts, kid." You know what's even wilder? The way Clark's playing now, it's like she's finally free. In the WNBA, she was great. In Europe, she's transcendent. It's like watching a caged bird finally spread its wings and soar. The difference is night and day, and it's got everyone talking. Now, while Clark's soaring on the court, her bank account's about to take flight too. Think her WNBA paycheck was impressive? Europe's offer is so astronomical, it's like comparing a paper airplane to a rocket ship. What's the magic number that's got everyone buzzing? Let's talk cold, hard cash. Clark's WNBA rookie salary? A measly $70,000. That's right, you heard it correctly. The player who single-handedly boosted viewership by 142% was making less than some entry-level office jobs. It's like paying LeBron James in Monopoly money. But Europe, they're not playing around. They're waving a fat check check in Clark's face that's making the WNBA's offer look like spare change. We're talking 10 times her WNBA salary. Do the math, that's over $500,000. And that's just the base salary. It doesn't even include the endorsements and bonuses she's likely to rack up. But hold on, it gets even better. Europe's not just throwing money at Clark, they're rolling out the red carpet. Chartered flights? You bet. No more cramped economy seats or long layovers. Top-notch accommodations? Absolutely. We're talking luxury hotels, not some budget motel off the highway. Meanwhile, back in the WNBA, players are still flying coach and sharing hotel rooms like they're on a college road trip. It's like the WNBA's stuck in economy while Europe's offering first class all the way. The gap between how Europe and the WNBA treat their stars, it's wider than the Grand Canyon. It's not just about the money, it's about respect. It's about valuing your players and giving them the resources they need to perform at their best. You know what's even crazier? The WNBA knows they're falling behind. They've announced plans to commit $50 million over the next 2 seasons to improve travel conditions. But is it too little, too late? When you've got Europe offering private jets and 5-star hotels right now, a vague promise of better conditions down the line just doesn't cut it. With the WNBA playing catch-up, you'd think fans would be furious at Clark for jumping ship. But here's the kicker. Their reaction has sent shockwaves through the league, and it's not what anyone expected. What's got WNBA fans rallying behind their departing star? When the news first broke about Clark's move to Europe, WNBA fans were stunned. It was like a punch to the gut. Their golden girl, the one who brought so much excitement to the league, was gone just like that. Social media exploded with disbelief. Fans were posting things like, "Is this for real? And tell me it's just a rumor." It seemed like the end of an era before it even really began. But then something wild happened. As the shock wore off, fans started to see things differently. Instead of anger at Clark, they turned their frustration toward the WNBA itself. It was like a light bulb went off in everyone's head at once. Fans started asking tough questions. Why didn't the league do more to keep its biggest star? How could they let this happen? You know what's crazy? Fans are actually backing Clark's decision. They're flooding social media with messages of support. One fan tweet that went viral said, "You had one job, WNBA. Protect your star. Can't blame Clark for choosing a league that values her." It's like the fans are seeing Clark's move as a wake-up call for the WNBA. And it's not just a few vocal fans. We're talking about a tidal wave of support. WNBA fan forums are lighting up with discussions about player treatment and league management. Some fans are even threatening to boycott the WNBA. They're saying things like, "If the league can't take care of its players, why should we support it?" The WNBA is in full panic mode now. They're trying to do damage control, releasing statements about their commitment to player welfare, and promising changes. But fans aren't buying it. They're looking at Clark thriving in Europe and wondering why it took her leaving for the WNBA to start taking these issues seriously. You want to know the real reason WNBA fans are freaking out over Clark's European play? It's not just that they're missing out on watching a superstar. It's that they're realizing what the WNBA lost. They're seeing Clark play with freedom and joy, getting the treatment she deserves, and it's making them question everything about how the WNBA operates. Caitlin Clark's move to Europe isn't just a game changer for her career. It's shaking up women's basketball worldwide. The WNBA is facing a serious wake-up call. They've got to step up and treat their stars right, or watch them fly off to Europe faster than a fast break. Think about it. If more WNBA stars follow Clark's lead, what's that mean for the league? Some experts are saying this could be the beginning of the end for the WNBA if they don't make big changes fast. But maybe, just maybe, this is the kick in the pants they needed to finally give their players what they deserve. So what do you think? Is the WNBA going to step up their game, or are we about to see a mass exodus to Europe? The ball's in their court now.